All right. Welcome to Shootin the Shillit with me. I am going to close all my windows so that I have less data usage. All right. How's everyone doing today? Shootin the Shillit with me and my slow computer right now. All right. So today, as I close all these windows that seem to be giving me a headache. Okay, I think I got it. All right. Hopefully this works. Okay, so today is Tuesday, October 19th. So blessed and thankful and grateful to welcome a beautiful woman, Moira Gray, with us today on the show. Hello, Moira. How are you?
Hi, good to see you.
Good to see you. I'm glad that you can get the Zoom working.
No, I've reverted to the phone because the laptop's not working, but that's fine.
Okay. You know what? I totally get it because seriously, I just upgraded my internet connection and something's going down with my modem. So anyway, we got to work on that. So today is all about, blockchain, cryptos, people who are scared to come into the crypto space, especially women. Guys, let's be real here. The blockchain, the financial world has been a masculine energy for way too long. So us girls, we got to, take our space in the crypto space here. And I have had the absolute joy and pleasure to meet Moira through a mutual community that we're involved with called Thrive Tribes. And she has, she's a coach and started Blockchain for Women, a really awesome group that is growing right now. And, it's to help people get into the crypto space, okay? Because as we know, it's a big, scary space. It's like, I was just talking to one of my girlfriends today and I'm like, girl, you need to be getting into crypto. And she's like, I'm scared. Like it's scary. So we get that. I know when I first went in, I was oblivious to so much. And, it's a whole new language. It's a whole new mindset. And every day you're learning something. And, and then there's NFTs. We won't even go there because it's so much to learn. But bringing it back to the basics, this is why we're doing this show today. This is why I'm hosting Moira, because Shootin the Shillit with me is a very casual shooting the shillit. It's about what's happening in crypto land, what's happening in Shillit land, and just to have fun, because this is the basis of our community, is having fun, making money, having fun making money, meeting awesome people, and creating change in the world, one person or one group at a time. So Moira, I am going to get you to introduce yourself. I'm going to mute my mic. I'm just having my second cup of coffee, so we're good.
Good girl.
I'm going to mute the mic and I'm going to turn off my furnace because I'm sweltering. So please introduce yourself and I'll be ready.
No chickens today. So hi everyone, great to be on. Thank you so much for inviting me on, Karita, because yes, we've made this amazing connection, and right now, like, we're in this time of not just opportunity, but of making money, but opportunity of creating the most incredible networks. Everyone knows, since all this stuff began 20 odd months ago, our lives have changed. But I don't know about you guys, my life has changed for the better. My relationships have changed for the better. My networks have changed way far for the better. So I am a blockchain mom. I'm a stay-at-home mom. I live in Ireland. And I've worked really, really hard all my life working for other people. I come from the restaurant industry, so I had my own restaurant for 3 years and I've opened up several of them. But since I had my little boy and finished up my degree in counselling and psychotherapy, my life changed in ways that I can't even tell you. But the reason that it changed is financial education that no business degree ever taught me, and the blockchain space. So it was actually my mom who introduced me to the blockchain and crypto space when I moved house. My mom is a mom of 7, serial entrepreneur, and she's amazing. And, you know, she's part of the reason as an entrepreneur as well, serial entrepreneur myself, that I have been able to move into this space and embrace it 150%. I find it fascinating and I love it. And I really, really, really want as many people on the globe to get it, but not the way I learned it. I came in and learned it the hard way. I learned it on my own. I learned it without a secure community. All of us did. Anyone who's in blockchain more than 2 years, you've had a death by, or an introduction by fire, baptism of fire. And we learned the hard way. We got some bloody noses. It was a slow progression. Plus, DeFi didn't really exist until 2 years ago. And that has been such a huge pivot in the space as well, to allow us to now become our own bank, to set up our own pension fund, to be in control of every single financial choice that we make and have to make in the future. These are choices that you don't have if you stay in the old way of doing things. And if we can give this to you in a way that's through a very slow and steady education, where you're learning it in a safe community of people, then you're going to get to where I'm gone in a third of the time that I have. And I don't think there's anyone in our community, now there's lots of them out there in the blockchain space, but in our community, specifically in the Tribes, in the DPM Academy, in Legacy Asset Builders Blockchain for Women, there's nobody that doesn't want the absolute best for you, the absolute best for you. And it's really important. Community is everything. And when you have a safe community to learn and earn in, the world's like it's limitless. Your options are literally limitless. So yeah, I'm here to stay, and I am a financial educator and a blockchain educator, and I love what I do. Sometimes I'm so tired at night time, I've just put my little boy to bed, and hopefully he's going to stay in there for this interview. And if he doesn't, he'll tell you what blockchain is, and he's just turned 3. But I get to make better choices for him. I have already set up stuff for him that if I drop dead tonight, which I'm not going to, that he's covered. He's covered for the rest of his life with passive income, with financial positions that I've taken for him in different things that nobody ever did for me, ever. So we now, as moms, as dads, as parents, we have an opportunity not just to educate our children on how to get paid in assets, how to live a debt-free life, but also to ensure that we're not passing debt onto them. We're passing on a seriously abundant future that they have control over, you know. So we will be launching blockchain for teens as well, down the line a little bit when we have a bit more space.
Yeah, well, I'm really excited about that because I have a 13-year-old and I am not the best educator. I've tried homeschooling. Not my best thing, even though I truly believe in the power of homeschooling and how important it is. So I teach my kid extra outside of school because we won't even go there what I think about the school system, but but it's really important for like you said, like for our children, because you know my little man is he's a man child, he's almost 6 foot, he's 13 years old, and you know it's like, well, what do you want to do in life? Well, you know, there's so many things to it's not like the old paradigm, like you said. It's not like you go to school, you get a job, you go to the freaking university, you get a degree, blah 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 blah, right? So everything's not cut and paste like it used to be. And that is why, you know, the education that you're doing, I should probably mute my, the chat right now, but that's why the education of DeFi, of crypto, is so important, especially for our kids and for us, you know, parents, people, humans in general, because coming into a space, like you said, we get burned. I mean, how many rug pulls and freaking honeypots have we
network marketers?
Oh my God, we've been there, done that.
Commission check chasers.
It's like bye. Yeah, you know, and
what you're saying there.
Go ahead.
What you're saying there about the cut and paste thing, you know, and.
Yeah.
Guys, go and learn about Robert Kiyosaki. Go and read Rich Dad, Poor Dad. Go and read the Cash Flow Quadrant. Teach it to your kids. Get them to study it. reward them with some crypto for studying it, because it will be the making of them. Unfortunately, we know better, but 99% of the planet don't. And you either leave school before you go to university or college and you work for the rest of your life. In Ireland, it's going to be 68 when you can retire, or get rehired, which is probably what it's going to look like for a lot of people when they reach that age, because there's going to be no pensions. And also, if you do go to university or college, yeah, you're getting a degree, but all that enables you to do is to get more debt, bad debt, in the form of mortgages, in the form of loans, in the form of car loans. So unfortunately, the more you earn in that space, the more debt you take on as a person or as a couple. And, you know, to teach our kids to be an entrepreneur and to know, I'm sure your kid already knows how to make a few quid and how to wangle some stuff out of mom. But, you know, to teach our kids to get rewarded in assets, and then to learn how to track those assets and put them to work. It's literally generational changing education that we're giving them, that no school or college or business degree or business will give you. This is stuff that you've got to learn from grassroots kind of
out of the box
field.
Totally out of the box. So I'm a serial entrepreneur as well. Been in the network marketing business way too long, left that. Been there, done that. You know, and it's pushing those products I hated, but
there's nothing wrong with it. It works for a lot of people. But
it does. It just wasn't for me.
Pushing education is way more fun.
I know this is a great part. So one thing that I've done with my kid is I've, tried to empower him, because I'm not like I said, the best educator, and teaching him stuff sometimes is like scratching on chalkboard for me. But for him, I've tried to help him, make decisions. Like I empowered him to start a paper route. Start with a paper route. Okay, like he was young, doing the paper route, great. Saved up his money, bought his own lawnmower, and then started, mowing lawns in the summer. And
that is Robert Kiyosaki 101.
So
this is it.
Yeah. And so then it was just before Ethereum started to boom, and he didn't invest much, unfortunately, but he took his savings and he's like, Mom, buy me some Ethereum, buy me some crypto. So we took from his, savings account and put it over, and I created a wallet. Yeah. Okay. I technically own that wallet, but created the wallet. He has all the passwords and everything. It's his. He likes to go in and check his Ethereum, but then that's where it stopped. Right. Because then, and then
But Karita, that's amazing. Mums and dads, are you listening to what she just taught her kid? Seriously, if people could even get that piece as he watches that Ethereum, he's only 13. My goodness, if you've managed to do that, well done, Mama. That's seriously, mums and dads, pay attention. This is how you raise a kid.
Thanks. I super appreciate that, because as a mom, I have my self-doubts and everything, and it's like, am I doing enough?
See, Mom, proof that you're a good mom.
So there's my son telling me, okay.
Did he say you're a good mom?
He says I'm a good mom. Yeah.
Good on you, kiddo.
Proof you're a good mom. So I mean, this is why I felt like today was really important to come and have you chit chat with me on Shootin the Shillit, because, in the Shillit, and like you said earlier, community is so important, and this is what we have created already, the foundation of the community of Shillit, because Shillit is a stepping stone into the Thrivevolution, which is a stepping stone into the Thrive tribes and the big picture, right? Because what we all want is we want change. We want change for good. Yes. We want freedom of speech, freedom of everything else. And so, in the Shillit community, it's actually really funny when people come in and try to start fudding us, like the community, they're like, oh, no. Don't you be fudding us.
That's not how we do it.
Like, oh, hell no.
Wrong network.
It's like, not this community, baby. and that's the beautiful thing, is because they can see that we are here as a community, and to grow, you know, creating that trust and that relationship is really important. And again, it's all about as well sharing the education. And, you know, one of the main reasons why I wanted to invite you on to the show today is because it's, you know, first of all, kids, so important, our children, so important, our kids, you know. And if you don't have kids, it's important for other people's kids, or your nieces and nephews, or your friend's child's grandkid, or whatever, right? So, but the point is we're ruining or fixing the world.
Yeah.
So what part of that aspect are we at? And in order to fix the world, we kind of need some finances to help us get there. And since our fiat currency is complete shite these days, and sorry about my language,
It's running backwards.
yeah, it is important to get into the digital world, the crypto space, and yeah, so education is key. And
that's a scary space.
It is a scary space
when you're new to it. Yeah,
I know. It's like when I like I said, talking to my girlfriend today,
and learning Chinese.
It is. And I tried learning Chinese because I was a surrogate mom, and I recently had a Chinese baby, and beautiful baby. And the lady that they had for cooking and cleaning for me was like zero English, and me zero Chinese. So we were talking with my translator. And it was, and she tried to teach me like one phrase. And for the 2 weeks that she was like taking care of me after I had the baby, it was like, I still can't remember that one phrase that she taught me in Chinese, because it's not
baby brain. It's baby brain. Don't worry.
Anyway, but yeah, so like the crypto space is a whole new language. It is like big and scary for people who are not in it, but know that they want to come in. And like when I knew I wanted to come in last year, I was actually in Mexico this time last year, and I was trying to what I was trying to do is actually build a self-sustainable community down there. And I had this big vision, this big project. I had a big Facebook group behind me, and it was like, be the change. And nothing worked for me. One of the reasons why, because I personally didn't have the finances to go buy the freaking land. So everything starts with money. So that project had to take a back haul, and I had to reevaluate, like, okay, I really want to make change in this world, but how can I do it if I don't have the finances? And I'm like, okay, unless I win the lottery tomorrow, I don't know how I'm going to get $2 million to buy a massive piece of land so that I can create like a community of epic people, and you know, the big vision that I have. So then while I was down in Mexico, I kept hearing the voice like crypto. And I was like, oh, I don't know anything about crypto. And so I get into crypto, and I think I'm doing something great. And then I get into this program, and it's fantastic. And poof, they disappear. And so do my 5 Ethereum. And it's like, ouch. And that's when I realized that, you know, education is so frigging important, to get educated in the right ways, not educated in the wrong ways. So yeah, so this is why it was really important that I started, you know, in Shootin the Shillit, bringing people on here to get more ideas on how to get educated. So that's where I'm coming back to you. So how do people get started?
Okay, so the first thing to do is to realize that digital assets are real. They're real. So many people don't. There's a few blocks that we come up against. Okay, one of them obviously is mindset. Mindset is huge, and it's something that I work with on all my coaching clients. We work with in the community as well around mindset, especially for women as well. Women tend to be a little bit more conservative on their risk taking, their risk tolerance, but also it's a different world. Even though like women are high flyers and they're, you know, it's a scary space to move out into something completely new. And one of the things when you move into the blockchain space is you unlearn all of the junk that they've pumped into your head your whole life about the tax system, about, now we do pay tax, of course we do, but about the tax system, about having a job and working 40 hours for 40 weeks. It's actually about 60 hours for 60 weeks, or all through your life for 60 years. now because it's changed a lot. So a lot of it's unlearning. Another major block is technical stuff. People, do you remember when the internet first came out? I was working in London. I was 17, I think. And I had this elderly couple who came into the store where I was working. It was a photo store. They were 90 years of age and they were learning how to use the internet. So this is accessible from 13 years all the way up to 103 years. Anybody can learn it. It's really not that hard. Not everybody is on laptops or on phones all the time. Not everybody has an email address. Not everybody is technical. So I know a lot of people struggle with the technical side of stuff, but we're there to support around that as well. There's endless amount of videos and tutorials and everything. So once you overcome those little technical problems, like me trying to get onto the call tonight, it becomes part of your daily hurdle jumping, you know. The other thing is the language. It is a whole new, everything you're going to see has slang language, it has it's different terminology, and a lot of this terminology is appearing in front of us as we move forward in the space, because this is a whole new space as well. We who've professionals in it, who've been in it full time for a long time, we're learning every single day. So you have to want to be a learner. You have to want to get focused as well. Focus is a super important part of it as well. When I first started in this space, again, like that, I needed money. I had no income. I was a single mom. I had just come off the homeless list and I had 700 euros left because I didn't have to pay a deposit for my current house. And I said to my mom, what can I do with this for my son? He was only a tiny little thing. And I was like, I need to do something with this, even if it means being absolutely broke for the next 10 years when I'm a stay-at-home mom. And I've managed to turn that into enough money to be able to buy a house next year. And I've done that in 3 years from focusing and learning. And I teach as well. So if I can do that as a full-time mom with a baby under my feet, with no childcare 24/7, you can do it, but you have to want to do it and you have to understand why you're doing it. What are your goals? I will be running a workshop next week with the lady who taught me about my why, or helped me develop my why and get really super clear on it. And there's not a single day or night that anybody can disrupt me if I'm on my mission to get to where I'm going next year and way beyond that. So when you're clear on it and you're focused on it, you'll find ways around the tech. Everything's excuses. The technical stuff, it's an excuse. The time, it's an excuse. My husband doesn't like it, it's an excuse. I don't have the money, it's an excuse. Because in this world, you can take a position, leverage it, and then create a choice. That choice is financial choice, and it's also options of what you have in your life. These are choices I never thought that I would have for a very long time. I thought I was going to be skint for the next few years. So we've created a whole academy. We have 20 coaches in it. It's free. Guys, this education is free. Like, there's no excuse not to learn it other than you can't be bothered. So with the academy, we're teaching people everything that we've learned in a fraction of the time that it took us to learn it, practice it, and refine it. And in doing so, we're seeing people move so much faster in the space than what we did, and without as many cuts and bruises as well, because we have them protected inside of our community. And, you know, just what you were saying about community there, I just want to add this in. You know, there's a quote that says, it takes a community to raise a child. I've seen that community and I don't want them raising my child. Our community, however, is a community that I would love to help raise my child with me, because it is a safe community. We all love each other, respect each other, and trust each other. And trust is something that is lacking in this world a lot. And in the DBM Academy and in what we do with the free workshops, we build up a trust. You know, you get to know us personally, you get to know who we are. I do 5 free workshops every single week. I do that for free every single week. I give up that time, even though my time is super scarce. But because I feel so honored to be able to do that for people and give back some of what I've learned, and it comes back in other ways anyway, but to be able to do that. And I know, and it's all basics that I teach. I'm doing tokenomics directly after this call for an hour.
Nice.
But if I can teach, tokenomics around Super One, so it's going to be specific to Super One. But in doing that, I'm helping people overcome the security stuff of setting up a wallet and securing a wallet. I'm making sure that I bang into them stuff that people forget about or don't put so much importance on, and they're straight in, oh, just set up a wallet and fund it. No, that's not how you do it. You've got to put your seatbelt on every time you start that car, every single time. And if you learn to do that, you're going to be good in this space, and you're going to know what questions to ask, and you're going to know who to avoid giving information to as well. So yeah,
I like your 12 phrase, 12 seed phrase, sorry.
Yes, 12 or 24 words, and it's always the American spelling, and it's always all lowercase. But yeah, and you store them and don't even give them to your lawyer. You put them somewhere that your lawyer knows where they are. But,
on saying that, one thing I did learn when I first started in crypto was after I got screwed over, but is have like 3 notebooks handwritten of your passwords, of your passphrase, one in your safety deposit box, one ziplocked under your fridge, wherever you want to put it, and then one that you regularly use, and then you make sure you refresh them, because our dear Alessio can tell you a story about losing a passphrase about 10 years ago to about 56 Bitcoin. Just saying. So yeah, don't do that.
But you know what, we do make mistakes, and you know what, just on that, we can't look back at that and regret it. You know, Bitcoin was worth very little then. It's just like your Ethereum. Like, how much it was your Ethereum when you lost it?
It had just hit over I think 1,500 mark Canadian.
Oh, okay. So it's not that long ago then.
Yeah, no, it was earlier this year.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Maybe it was 2,000. I know it was approximately $20,000 that I lost.
I'm a big believer in, though, it will come back tenfold, especially because you do so much for the community, and you know you're somebody that can help people to avoid that mistake by sharing that as well. I lost a couple of $100 worth of Cardano earlier this year just by sending it on the wrong bloody network. But I share that all the time because I want people to not make the same mistake. Thankfully it's the only mistake I've ever made in the 3 years.
That's pretty good.
Well, I listen to everybody else's mistakes, and I just I try not to do stuff when I'm wrecked, tired, or when I'm under pressure. There's certain things that you just don't do if you're not concentrating. Just don't do it. Yeah. Or if you're in a hurry, or if you're like this FOMO, distracted, the fear of missing out. And people make the silliest mistakes because they're trying to get a coin at the last minute or whatever. Yeah. The good thing about this space is that no matter how much opportunity that you see in front of you, there's going to be a million times that coming after it. It's like bloody buses. They keep coming and they keep coming. So, you know, we encourage people to do the due diligence, do the work and learn and get your wallet set up and get everything secure. This is not going anywhere. This toothpaste is not going back into the tube. But in that, you know, if people can just slow down and learn to pace themselves and not be checking the markets every 5 minutes. When I started in this space, I was saving in gold, and I was like checking the price of gold like every couple of hours. Gold price doesn't change that much even in a year. But you do that in the beginning because you're inexperienced and you don't understand that the FOMO will be okay. Yeah. Everything's fine. Just breathe. But it's fun and it's exciting.
Take a deep breath, slow down, because I'm one of those that hit the FOMO, you know, and I was like, oh, we're gonna miss out on this coin. And then it is inevitable when there's pre-launches on the in the Telegram groups, and then it gets inundated and all the fake websites come. And of course that happened when we did the Shillit, when we did the first pre-launch on DXL. Exactly that. What we were trying to avoid, people getting scammed because of all of the scammers. They've like mastered the art of, you know, Telegram inundating, and
they're going straight to hell, a whole lot of them.
I hope they do. But you know, and that's why we decided the second time we did the pre-sales, we're doing it our way. because this is why we're unique. And this is why we haven't had, the big, huge hype growth that other, projects or platforms have had, because we're doing it differently. And we're doing it differently because we want to protect our community,
And Shillit is a prime example of something that the blockchain world needs. You guys are doing something to educate people, to protect people, and I love it. I still miss the baby part of it, the Shillit baby, but I love the new branding as well. And I really think, the thought process behind this and the change making part of it in a world, a universe, a galaxy of the blockchain that is unregulated, and people are extremely vulnerable when they come into it. Even experienced people like yourself, who's going to go into a Telegram group, and you've got, like, it's like, don't trade if you're a gambler. It takes a certain mindset, but it's all mindset. But for you guys to be able to have something where also you're involving more of the community by having the vetters come in on it. I know that we have one of the girls from Ireland here is interested in working on that. And I think it's a lovely thing, because people don't know how to do their own research. They don't know what to look for. They don't know how to decipher the good, the bad, and the ugly, the potential from the good coins from the shit coins. And, to have that tool there and a platform that we can also participate in as token holders is pretty cool.
Totally. And this is why Shillit, originally Shillit Baby, was born. We can still use the term Shillit Baby.
Yeah, baby.
That's that we are. But
just don't tell Elon Musk about it.
This is exactly why Shillit was born, because what you just froze for 2 seconds when you said the Elon Musk thing. What did you say?
Oh, no, because, a meme coin, it's not a meme coin. It doesn't want to be seen as a meme coin. But Elon Musk, what he's like with his Doge and his manipulating the markets. Although it might be a good little promo thing, but I keep me away from it.
Hashtag Elon Musk on the next tweet I do. But ideas, masterminding. But that's what you said. That's why we created Shillit, is to help take that chaos as well and have a safe portal for people to come into the space. And then we can help guide them and give them, if they want education, okay, all right. Over here in the crypto tribe, we've got Moira Gray, we've got the Digital Masteries Academy, we've got Richard Hart and the DeFi homeschool. We've got amazing people that we're connected with that want to help, like you, educate. And so Shillit is not just a platform. And guys, it's coming out, the beta version, today. I'm so freaking excited. So I know we've got people itching because we're a few days late, and I just wanted to say I'm sorry. This is technology. There's everything has to be awesome.
Delays are good sometimes too, though.
Creates more FOMO.
Well, that plus you don't want to be doing something and taking a back step again and doing stuff. So it's better to wait. Like anyone who's ever involved in ICOs or IPOs or IEOs or any of those EOs, you know that success is not a straight line. It's like
it's a wave,
which is why a lot of people dodge it, because it's complicated, and but it's definitely fun. And those delays are always, I find, a good thing, because it gets the market to settle down a little bit, but it also gives the project and the platform time to refine what's being done. So
and that's the thing, like exactly like you said, things are, it's not a straight line to success. It's not a straight line to perfection. And people are like, well, why is your volume trading so low? Why is there a dip in the token? And we're like, guys, it's patience. Projects that are legit don't go like this. Those that go like this are usually honeypots, and then they go like that, right? So it's also creating that mentality of, it's not a pump and dump. It's not, you go in and you get instant gratification and it's gone. It's success is doing the hard work, creating the trust, like you said, the community, the relationships, and growing from there. And unfortunately, one of the mentalities in especially the Binance Smart Chain network for pre-sales is like in and out, pump and dump. We want in and out. It wants that instant gratification. That instant gratification can also cause a lot of instant loss, you know.
And it doesn't last long.
It
doesn't last long. When I position in something, I do so because I know, like, and trust the project, but not so that I can dump my coins. Because if you're investing in something that you believe in, you're going to keep those. Like, I have to generate cash flow from my coaching calls and everything else, because and from some of the courses that I teach, because when I buy or acquire tokens, I can't part with them. I have a terrible time. My asset sheet is like, and my cash flow, some weeks I'm like, how am I going to pay for petrol? But because I just refuse to liquidate any of my assets, because I see the potential of them. I know what they're going to look like. And I didn't buy into them to sell them. I bought into them to hold them and love them and keep them.
Yeah. I know. I totally get that. And I've had that experience, like, you know, personally, coins that we vetted that took that slow, long, like a month before it started to moon. And then it started to freaking moon. And I'm like, holy cow, like literal moon. But it was that patience. And I saw the project and I saw the good thing of, you know, what it's worth. And I mean, look Bitcoin, for crying out loud. Bitcoin didn't moon the first day it launched. Like, you know,
took years.
That mentality. Yeah, it took years to launch, to really moon. So it's helping with the education, you know, what you guys do, and Shillit the platform, and, you know, the combination of everything we're doing, and with the Thrive Tribes and everything. It's learning how to grow with something that is legit, and educating yourselves and helping others. And at the end of the day, one thing I really like to do is help others. This is why I take the time out and talk to people in our chat, in our Telegram group. I have fun there. Like, okay, so I just have to share this with you guys, because let me share my screen. This is Alessio's favorite term, is let me share my screen, and he's going to laugh at me on the background right now. I know that. But if I just going to share my screen real quick, because I wanted to show you how important community is with us. So you guys can see the Shillit page here, right? So Ravi made a community page, and you know, we have so much fun in the Telegram group. Not everyone gets to see what we do in the Telegram group. So we've got we've got a contest going on. We've got a 10-week contest. So we've got this going on. We've got the contest stuff, blah, 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 participant now, fun. But then we've got the YouTube videos, you can subscribe. But then he starts putting the community memes and GIFs. Okay. This is the fun part that we have in our Telegram group, that people don't realize how much fun we have. We have a few of the members that are epic GIF and meme makers. I call them memes. My sister bugs me all the time. She calls them, they're memes. And I'm like, they're memes to me. So it's like, I mean, we've got some hilarious stuff in here. I mean, we all love the Avengers, and we've got that stuff. And, you know, we have so much fun. Oh, this is when you know it's time for Shootin the Shillit with Karita. You know, so this is the type of community that we're creating, is having fun, clean fun, right? So I can stop sharing my screen now. But that's the purpose of you know, connecting with others, creating that community, creating that flow. We're going to have a channel for education, and that's, you know, once we have that, then we'll have, you know, connections to you guys, to other people as we grow. It's a beta version of the platform right now, which is really exciting because it's coming out sometime today. We've all been anticipating this. But it's the beautiful thing about this project and what we're doing is the growth that we're creating. I've got like back-to-back meetings all week on opening up Africa. Like, we've got some amazing marketing. Yeah, a beautiful connection of people that are like in our mindset, people that are in our mindset of positivity and good change and wholesome, clean, you know, positive change. I'm really excited with the doors that are opening with the people that we attract into our lives, because of the energy, the mindset we have. Because, oh my gosh, when Alessio asked me to be project manager in this project, I literally looked in the mirror and I'm like, are you kidding me? Am I worthy? Can I do this? I don't know how I'm going to do this. And it's been one of the greatest gifts that I have been given, is the ability to see beyond my obvious and change my mindset to think, yes, I can do this. And some days I have to remind myself that I can do this. But it is so beautiful because I keep attracting gorgeous human beings into my life that I'm
And it's
creating.
organic.
It is. It's organic. And that's like, and that's
Completely
how we're growing our
organic.
community. Organic.
Yeah.
So
Oh, yeah. Organic humans.
organic humans, no bots allowed.
Oh, it's so funny because you know when you're doing the captures every time you log into stuff, confirm that you're not a bot. I'm like, how many people are going to be able to click that honestly in the future?
I know, right? That's a whole other topic of like craziness. That's another Shootin the Shillit with Karita when we talk about humanoids. Speaking of humanoids, our golden ticket that people that got into the private pre-sale actually is a humanoid. Yeah. So anyway,
but yes, what you're saying about attracting people, and you know,
yeah,
the law of attraction and the law of abundance, there are all these laws that are ancient laws that have been around forever and ever. And the more you surround yourself with people like us, crazies, the more you will learn and experience these. But the more you experience it, the more it becomes huge. And Karita, just what you're saying about stepping up into a leadership role, we're always looking for leaders. We're looking for new coaches. We're looking for people to step up. And even for women to come into, not just women, men, but women to come into this space of learning and being part of it. But one of the best ways to learn is through teaching. When you teach, you learn. Two people learn, the person that you're teaching and you learn, because you constantly have to be ahead of yourself with it. And, you know, when I moved into a role of being an educator and being a leader and being a coach in different things, like I've always been an educator. I'm a trained English teacher, and I've always managed a lot of staff from a very young age. Didn't always do it very well in the beginning until I got some skills, but I
know that feeling.
When you can get out of your own way and step forward or be pushed forward like Alessio did with you, it's not only a great honor for someone to have that confidence with you, but for you to be able to get out of your own way and do that, other people follow you then, because they're like, you know what? My friend said to me the other day, she said, you know what? She's been meaning to do a course for ages. She just started, and she's, you know what? This is bullshit, because if you can do it, of course I can do it. And she really wants to get out of her career that she's in. She's in nursing and she's amazing. And I'm like, of course you can do it. Anybody can do it. My mom taught me blockchain and cryptocurrency. I work with my mom on dozens of projects, and she's a little bit older than me, like. But all you got to do is get out of your own way. All you got to do is get clear on why you want to do this and what it's going to look like for you in 4 years, 5 years, 10 years, 12 months, 6 months from now. I promise you, you will not look back ever again.
Yeah.
There's no going back. Once you come into this space, there is no going back.
Absolutely. Like, I can't even imagine my life now without crypto, without this space, without this community, because it's like, it's so, it is. Amazing. It is amazing. And, you know, we were just saying, if people have not read Think and Grow Rich or Napoleon Hill or any of that, you know, essential books in growth, it's excusitis is the failure disease. It's excusitis. Moira, like, oh my goodness, you are the pillar of, you know, overcoming that boundaries of, you know, excuses that people couldn't make. Oh, I'm homeless. Oh, I'm a single mom. Oh, I've got, you know, I've heard it. I've made them before. I own it. I've made excuses.
Don't have time. If you saw what the average mom in the blockchain space does on a 24-hour shift,
I can imagine.
Like, it's crazy. I have a 1 acre garden. I'm growing a lot of stuff. I live here on my own with my 3-year-old, and it's insane what you can pack in. But that's because even when I'm cooking in the kitchen, or if I'm prepping food, or if I'm cleaning, these are on, or the speakers on, and I'm listening in, catching up on meetings, I'm learning, or I'm talking on the phone or whatever. So that we all have the same 24 hours. It's how you spend it that counts. And I always thought that rich and wealthy people were lucky, or they were given it, or they just that's not why they're rich and wealthy. It's how they spend their free time. It's not watching sports. It's not watching bloody Netflix. It is certainly not watching soap operas like I used to watch in my spare time after working 100-hour a week.
Yeah.
Oh, been there, done that. So, but the thing is, it's how you focus and how you spend your time, because we all have the same 24 hours. And if you don't have time, then you need to find the time from some other time that you're wasting somewhere else.
It's so true. And, you know, as as we start closing down the meeting for today, I just wanted to say, since I've shifted my focus, because I was earlier this year, I was a little depressed and frustrated and didn't know where my direction was because nothing was working. And I watched those stupid telenovelas and was watching way too much Netflix. And since I have regenerated the focus and found more purpose and created the joy, Netflix is like down here. And it's like once, maybe a week, I actually watch something when I like take a little mini me break. But I'm okay. With that though comes greater joy. Like ask my team, seriously, ask Jay when she's like, when I started, I was like this little, you know, quiet person in the background. Now it's like, who the hell
but you found your purpose. You found your purpose. How grateful are you to Mr. Alessio, huh?
Super grateful. I love that guy.
I hope you're learning some Italian, are you?
No, because we usually, if we start speaking another language, it's Spanish, because I speak Spanish. So good. I understand Italian, but I speak Spanish fluently. But anyway, thank you so much, Moira, for joining me today. It has been an absolute pleasure, as always, to connect with you.
Let's do it again soon.
Oh, absolutely. We'll talk about something else and shoot the shillit, because, you know, we love shooting the shillit.
I love it. Thank you for having me on. And guys, we put links in where you can find blockchain for women and legacy asset builders, where you can find all of the free workshops that are on every day. Every day in every time zone, it's all covered. And we have some of the most amazing coaches. And I love you guys. I love the Shillit, and I love everything that the tribes and everybody's doing. And it's such a great honor to have the collaboration. I know there's a book that's come out really recently as well called Collaboration.
Yes.
That you guys did. Sean is part of it as well with Jay. And everything is collaboration and community and you know, togetherness in this world of so much divide. And it doesn't have to be like that at all. It's not like that in my world, and it will never be like that in my world. And it doesn't matter who you are, where you come from, what age you are, you're very welcome into the community.
Yeah. And that is a beautiful way. I'm going to make sure that I have the links in the description below after I get off the next meeting that I'm going to be getting on right away.
I'm going to go teach tokenomics now for the next 45 minutes. You got to go teach.
I got to go to another meeting. Super excited. Thank you again so much for joining me today. It is absolute pleasure. So thankful and grateful for everyone, and enjoying my crazy show, because some days it just gets a little crazier than usual. But like
find again it next time.
But like we like to stay out of the box. So that's what it's all about. Being unique.
Love it.
Being the unicorn. So yeah. All right, Moira. You have a fantastic evening, and I'm going to have a fantastic day. Thank you for everyone in the chat.
Good luck with the beta launch.
Thank you. Thank you. We're really excited.
And my eyes on you.
All right. Okay. See you later.
Night.